M103. It will destroy this country because it brings in Sharia law like it brought in Europe. This is the way they work. These Islamic jihadists, they are doing jihad in a different way than they did 14 years ago. They used to slaughter and kill. That's how they killed my ancestors.
That's coming
And
now.
my ancestors fled in boats 1400 years ago and took refuge in another country.
Yeah, use this one. This one's not loud enough. Use this one. There's a button there. That's louder. Put that one. Okay. Just talk in there. More power.
Today,
For like 1,200 yards.
so 14 years ago, they did their jihad. They invaded nations and after nation. How? Not by peace. When they say Islam is a peaceful religion, it is not.
It is not.
They slaughtered, butchered every non-believers, infidels.
Yes, they do.
And they invaded the country. My ancestors were lucky to escape in boats in those days. And they went to a country that gave them refuge, just like Canada today gave me refuge. And I am here. So, when they lived in those countries, then those countries were infested by Islamic laws. Now, I wasn't allowed to live there like a non-Muslim and practice my religion. I was looked down upon, threatened, thrown spit on my face, all the shit they could throw at me, forcing me to convert, forcing my children to convert. And they used to say that Islam will be spread all around the world.
No.
Not here. Not ever.
When I left that country and took shelter here in Canada, I was very happy. But everywhere I saw that people were still coming in. Those jihadists were migrating as peaceful citizens and coming in slowly and steadily. Now the mass migration has begun, which means their jihad is on the peak now. They are not going to rest unless we stand together. You will not be saving Canada anymore. It will be Canadistan. We have to save Canada for our children's freedom. We are gonna go die. We need our generations to live as free individuals, not under Sharia law, not under Ikra Khalid, who comes from a terrorist country, became a PM in our parliament and speaks the Sharia law. They come and preach Islam in our schools so that they can brainwash, infest the children's mind just when they are grooming. Schools are for education, not for religion. By the way, one more thing I'd like to say, Islam is not a religion. It's an ideology which promotes war, which promotes violence and barbarism. Because their Allah demands Islam to be spread by any means necessary, which means kill or be killed. So Canadians need to wake up. It's about time before it's too late. Thank you.
Where did you immigrate from?
I come from Pakistan.
Oh, you came from Pakistan?
Yes.
How long ago?
20 years ago.
And were you a Muslim in
No,
Pakistan?
I was not. I was a Zoroastrian.
Okay. And how were you treated there?
I was treated, like I said, like a third-rated, worse than an animal, you can say.
Yeah.
I was not allowed to touch anything that belonged to a Muslim in schools. I was not allowed to have any of my prayers in school or anything. Non-Muslims to them are like an infestation, which has to be eliminated or cured, and their cure is Islam.
Yet they come here and demand on us.
That is their jihad.
And then we got the establishment politicians allowing them.
Because they have sold their souls. They have been sold. They have been sold by Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and all this. Why doesn't Saudi Arabia gives refuge to even one of their Muslim citizens who is suffering? because there are laws. They're very smart. They have laws. They will never give refuge to anyone because they know what will come with it. 2 refugees and 4 criminals.
Right.
And they don't do that.
Right.
They don't have laws that they will give you citizenship, so they want to keep their country pure and clean. But Western countries are better than them. So we do give them freedom. We do give them citizenship, but not to criminals. Criminals who preach Islam. Criminals who want to convert everybody. Who want to take away the rights of everybody. M103. They say M103 is everything that is in our constitution. Yes, I agree. So why bring in M103 when every word in M103 is exact duplicate of the constitution? Because Miss Ikra Khalid, being a smart one, put one word in it, Islamophobia. And hid that word among the other words of our constitution so that other Canadians won't see it and they will think, oh, she is not saying anything wrong. It's all our constitution. It's giving all the freedom. There is hate speech in our constitution. So we don't need it.
Right.
Why do we need Islamophobia? Why do we provide special privileges to Islam?
Right, no.
Why not? Have you ever heard of Zoroastrianism? The most ancient religion, ancient than Buddhism and Hinduism? I bet no one has. You know why? Because we were so peaceful, we never even lifted a word. The whole Persian Empire were Zoroastrians. That is where my ancestors come from. They ran to India to take shelter. My father was a non-Muslim, was a Zoroastrian. Unfortunately, after the partition of 1947, Pakistan came into existence, the evil country. And that's why we ended up in Pakistan. And I am telling you, we have to stop this nonsense now. We have to wake up our Canadian brothers and sisters. So as much as I can do, I am here. Because I want my grandchildren and their children to live happy and free. Thank you.
Thank you. Awesome. They want to divide us and control us, don't they? It's all about globalism and controlling. Islam is being used, isn't it?
The bigger
It's a tool.
the bigger picture is that.
Islam.
Yes, but those people who are thinking of globalizing the whole country by using Islam, they have no idea what Islam is capable of.
Yeah.
That is what is happening. Islam is using them, the elites who are working behind it, and the elites are using Islam thinking they are going to take over after this is done.
Exactly.
But this is not going to happen. Globalization and Islamization basically is one word.
Yeah, exactly.
Is one word, and that is what is going on, which people don't see it.
Oh yeah.
People definitely don't see it.
Look at that kid in Mississauga.
Yeah.
Christian kid was knifed in his school.
Yes.
By some Islamic kids.
In Pakistan right now, every day I hear Christian people are dying. Like I know personally, when I was there were Christian people. They had to run away. So many of them are here, so many are in other countries. Some are like literally dying over there. They don't even say anything. They will be killed. I know girls in villages in Pakistan, they got raped. What do they do to her? When they get raped, their family and the friends rip her clothes off, took them out on the street like this, and make her walk naked and stone her to death. Because she got raped means she committed adultery. It was her fault she got raped. That's what they're doing in Europe now. They're forcing women in Europe, and they will do it in Canada too. They're forcing women to not wear clothes which are too obscene, which tempts them to rape those women. So women have to hide, but they can't control their feelings and emotions that they would, not get so. I'm sorry, I'm trying to control my language because I literally use very obscene language with these people.
You get frustrated for sure.
That's what they do. And then eventually they will force you to wear that black thing to cover yourself and everything. Yeah. And these Muslim women, the more they cover them, the more corrupt they are from inside. What they do, they keep them indoors. You don't socialize with outside men. So they start fucking their brothers and sisters and nephews and nieces.
Right.
That's how much pathetic things I've seen in there.
It's perverse.
Yeah, thanks.
My daughter was 14. My younger daughter was 10 when I left Pakistan. I was afraid that my in-laws would grab them and get them married, because they married 8-year-olds, 9-year-olds over there to 40-year-old men. To 40-year-old men. My husband had married a 12-year-old girl. So and their religion promotes it. It allows them to do it. So, well, there you go. That is Islam.
Thank you, sister. Awesome.
Thank you.
You're the best.
You're a brave
I
soul.
have actually a speech that was prepared for me by a Pakistani woman.
Absolutely.
And
You have to.
so I'm